Question 9. The width of a garden is measured as 150 meters with an error of plus or minus 5 meters. Which of these following equations represents this measurement? Which of them represents it? The options will tell you the topic this question is from. It's an absolute value question. So how do we create an absolute value from this word problem? The standard formula is the absolute value of x minus a equals d. A is the midpoint, is the number in the middle, and d is the distance between the midpoint and any of the endpoints, either on the right or on the left of the midpoint. In this case, if you look at this question, 150 is the midpoint because it has an error of plus or minus 5. So if it were plus 5, it will be 150 plus 5. That will give you 155. And if it were negative 5, it will be 150 minus 5. That will give you 145. That means if we were to represent this on the number line, we'll have 150 in the middle, you have 155 on the right, and we have 145 on the left. And distance between 150 and 145 is 5 meters. And also between 150 and 155 is also 5 meters. And we know this is the formula we're meant to use to create the equation. So from this, we can get to know that A, which is the midpoint, is 150. A equals 150. And D, we know, is the distance from the halfway to any of the endpoints, either on the right or on the left. And distance between the midpoint and the point on the right, which is same as the distance between the midpoint and the point on the left, is 5. So D is 5. You leave your x as your x, then you change the value of A to 150 and the value of D to 5. So we have the absolute value of x minus the value of your A is 150 equals the value of D is 5. So the answer to this question is the absolute value of x minus 150 equals 5. And from our options, the answer is A.